It's Tuesday, the 8th of August, 2023. Welcome to the Fast 5 Business News by Fear and Greed, where we give you the top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Michael Thompson, and good morning, Sean Aylmer.
Good morning, Michael.
Sean, 5 stories in 5 minutes. Let's get straight into it. There's some great stories today. Story number 1, Trade Minister Don Farrell says he is, quote, extremely confident that China's tariffs of 220% on Australian wine will be scrapped following Beijing's decision to remove tariffs on barley. And the best part is, he thinks the decision is not very far away.
Yeah, Don Farrell's very confident on this one. He believes Canberra and Beijing can completely stabilise their relationship and repair the damage caused by the ongoing trade tensions. He said the government's efforts over the past 15 months, including participating in separate meetings between himself, the PM, Anthony Albanese, and Foreign Minister Penny Wong with their Chinese counterparts, have proved successful. With goodwill on both sides, Farrell says the relationship can completely stabilise. He added that the Prime Minister will accept an invitation from the Chinese government to visit Beijing later this year if it's coming. Now, the outstanding $2 billion worth of Chinese trade sanctions includes tariffs on wine, also de facto bans on lobster and red meat.
Yeah, this is big news on the trade front. What else, Sean, was going on in Canberra yesterday? Both houses were sitting.
Yes, the voice referendum debate is heating up. Well, it's pretty hot already, I suppose. Labor's claiming the opposition parties are running a scare campaign over the referendum, while the Liberals keep asking the Prime Minister whether or not he supports a treaty at a national level. The latest news poll in The Australian shows that support for a constitutionally enshrined Indigenous voice has fallen below 50% in every state and is only ahead of the no vote in 2. Also interesting yesterday that opposition leader Peter Dutton started talking about the cost of living. Maybe that's the line of attack the opposition wants to take more of. Also, there's fallout from the ABC Four Corners report that alleged KPMG sought to overcharge Defence by $1 million on a single proposal, charged for work that never was completed, and once billed for a consultant who wasn't on a project. Plenty more on that one we will hear, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. On to story number 2 now, Sean. And private equity group Bain Capital already owns Virgin Australia. Now it's added aged care operator Estia Health after its $838 million offer was endorsed by the group's board.
Estia operates 73 homes across Victoria, South Australia, New South Wales and Queensland, and its chief executive, Sean Bilton, said the industry was ripe for more deals. And the Bain deal at $3.20 a share was the second price offered after the initial $3 a share bid was knocked back. The board has unanimously recommended the bid. Between about 60 and 70% of aged care providers operate either 1 or 2 homes. Definitely room for consolidation there. Also, government regulations are likely to make things more onerous for smaller players. That'll push companies together as well.
Story number 3, Sean, this is interesting. If you have an IINet or a tpg.com.au email account, you might be about to lose it, with TPG Telecom selling off accounts linked to internet brands like IINet.
The telco is trying to simplify its business and cut costs, forcing users to switch to a new company if they want to keep their email addresses. Users of email addresses managed by TPG, including tpg.com.au, iinet.net.au, as well as internode.on.net and westnet.com.au, have been given 6 weeks to opt in to a new email provider. According to the Financial Review, users have been told their accounts will be suspended by mid-September unless they accept being transferred to this new company. If users don't accept the transfer, their email addresses will be deleted at the end of November. They'll no longer be able to access existing emails.
Story number 4, Sean, this is pretty remarkable. It might need a little bit of explanation. US government scientists have achieved net energy gain in a fusion reaction for the second time. This is a result that is set to fuel optimism that progress is being made towards the dream of limitless zero carbon power.
Yes, physicists have since the 1950s thought to harness the fusion reaction that powers the sun. But until December last year, no group had been able to produce more energy from the reaction than it consumes making it. Now, if you can do it, it's called ignition. According to the Financial Times, researchers in California who achieved ignition for the first time last year repeated the breakthrough in an experiment late last month. That experiment produced a higher energy output than the one last year. Fusion is achieved by heating 2 hydrogen isotopes to such extreme temperatures that the atomic nuclei fuse, come together, releasing helium and vast amounts of energy in the form of neutrons. Fusion reactions emit no carbon, produce no long-lived radioactive waste, and a small cup of hydrogen fuel could theoretically power a house for hundreds of years. A long, long, long way from commercialisation. Still very exciting.
And finally, Sean, story number 5, not even the Women's World Cup can escape from Donald Trump. This is quite extraordinary. There was a great game, obviously, last night between the Matildas and the Danes, but the former president went to town on the US team, the defending champions who lost on Sunday night to Sweden and have been eliminated from the competition.
A little background. The USA team lost on a penalty shootout, and one of the 3 players to miss a spot kick was Megan Rapinoe, who's long been at war with Trump. Trump, on Truth Social, his own social media site, said that the USA's surprise elimination from the Women's World Cup shows that the entire country is going to hell. And I quote, "The shocking and totally unaccepted loss by the US women's soccer team to Sweden is fully emblematic of what is happening to our once great nation under crooked Joe Biden. Many of our players were openly hostile to America. No other country behaved in such a manner or even close. In caps, all caps, woke equals failure." Back to normal writing. "Nice shot, Megan. The USA is going to hell. MAGA, as in Make America Great Again." What else can you say?
I don't know what else to say, Sean. There we go. The top 5 business stories in 5 minutes. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Michael.
It's Tuesday, the 8th of August, 2023. Remember to hit follow on the podcast. And if 5 minutes isn't enough, you can find our longer daily show called Fear and Greed Business News wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm Michael Thompson, and that was the Fast 5 Business News by Fear and Greed. Have a great day.